What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning to this episode of Right on Cue podcast. As always, I'm Logan Chestnut, your host. Joining me tonight is my barbecue brother, Mr. Houston Lyle, and together our powers unite to form the Small Batch Barbecue.
Emphasis on small.
Oh,
yeah, I'm messing with you.
Kind of, yeah, true.
No, dude, you're the biggest dude on the tour.
Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy.
I mean, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all manner of things.
No, man, how you been doing, buddy? Man, it's been a fun week.
Ooh, hanging in there, just trying to get through the week and trying to get myself mentally ready for Smoke on the Shore.
That's gonna be a fun one, man. I'm excited for all the festivities. Oh, Friday weathers don't look the greatest, but it never is.
I was gonna say Friday looks like
Saturday looks awesome.
So the Saturday looks great. I mean, I figure it's gonna be similar to Sip and Swine, where it's cold and rainy Friday night, and then we get some sunlight by turn-in time.
Hopefully, a better outcome for us.
Here's hoping.
No, the talent will definitely be there, though. Oh,
no doubt.
Man, I got so much stuff to do. I got the floor fixed on the trailer. I got to trim meats. I got to go get meat. I just, so bad. But I do apologize. Like I said, if you hear some coughing or my son is sick and my wife is at softball practice, so he is hanging out with us today in the office. So
my wife has
forewarning
confiscated my studio / our home office for her work, so I'm coming to you live from our dining room.
It's very nice, man. I love the changing colors. That's very romantic.
Yeah, I thought I'd try something out.
Stepping up a notch. No, man, but we gotta continuing our Texas month. We have a legend among all the Texas cooks, and if you haven't heard his name, I don't know what rock you're living under, but this man is has done about everything you possibly could do with brisket, and that is the meat of choice down there in the wonderful state of Texas.
I hear they like
it. Not bad. He is actually traveling.
Talking about it.
Right, he is actually traveling to Dallas, so he's on the road. So police officers, if you're watching the show, just look the other way. We'll let it slide. That's right. No, man. But all right, man. Let's bring him on, man. This guy's time is money, and money is time with this guy. He is rocking and rolling. So let's do it.
Let's do it.
What's going on, Mr. Fred?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
We are doing wonderful, my friend, man. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me, man. Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You're current president of CBA, correct?
Correct. Yes, sir.
So, does that take you out of the running to cook?
No, I can still cook. I have stayed away from cooking our event. We have our end of the year, added money event. I haven't cooked that one. Even though I'd love to, because it's this year we paid $50,000, right? So man, I want a piece of that $50,000, but no, I haven't cooked, and that's just it's a big event. We run it, and so it requires a lot of work on our part also. So just trying to help the team out, man.
CBA or Rio Valley Meats?
CBA. It's our signature CBA event. It's a members only event, so if you're a member of CBA, you can come cook it. And like I said, we paid $50,000 this year. We just had it third weekend in February.
Money, baby.
I love it. Third week in February. Here it's like 20 degrees down there. It's a chilly 60. Right.
Well, that weekend it was actually kind of cold over here. We had a cool front push through, and it was windy and cold. But cold for us is like 40 degrees. That's cold.
Yeah, that's like how we start our season. They're like, "Oh, it's so chilly." And I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
Welcome to what we cook on week in, week out."
Yeah.
No, man. So we'll move right into it. If you don't mind telling our viewers, like I said, a little brief history of the origin story of Rio Valley Barbecue, Rio Valley Meat.
Not at all. So yeah, I'm Fred Robles, Rio Valley Meat Barbecue. Man, been competing since I guess we really started taking it seriously about around 2013. So 10, 12 years around there. The very first year I did one contest. The second year I did a few more, and here a few years ago we were doing 40 plus a year. So it seems
Wow.
these past couple of years we're kind of dialing it back down, but we probably still cook more than most. Even though I consider myself slowing down, but man, been blessed by barbecue. Met a lot of great people. Been to a lot of different places, and it's been a fun ride, man. We've had our share of success, and um, had had the privilege of
What a,
cooking pretty much all over the United States, man. So
yeah,
won our fair share, lost our fair share, and we're here to tell the story.
that's
Isn't
right,
that how
man.
it
That's
always
right.
goes?
That's right, man. So you
Yeah.
have, I mean, speaking of winning, man, you have won on the biggest stages in barbecue, right? You you took the whole thing at oh the Royal, right? Or did you just win brisket?
So 2019 we won overall grand champion in the American Royal Open. Yeah. So
Dang.
we got crowned and put a cape on and the whole 9 yards up there in front of everybody, man. That was pretty special.
That's insane.
Congratulations, man. That's
Yeah, man.
fantastic.
Thank you.
That is insane. I feel like now more than ever, it's such a crapshoot. Like just cooking perfect uh doesn't guarantee you, winning that now. Like, I feel like you have to like cook perfect and then be extremely lucky with coin flips.
Yeah, I was
Absolutely.
about to say.
Absolutely.
gotta
Yeah.
be
I
good
mean,
with those
you got to get
coins.
on the right tables for sure.
Yeah, man. It's like hit every angel table. I don't know how that guy QU did it. He hit both of them in the same year. I would
That's
just like
insane.
I would just kick my grill over and walk away and just get drunk in front of everybody. I mean, I would be so obnoxious. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
I think I would have quit after that weekend.
Just well, I'd like live in my cape and crown 24, for the next like 7 days. Like I'm not taking this off.
Yep. That's crazy.
No, insane, man. So what is it are you cooking on? Are you cooking on offset or?
Yeah, I cook on an offset on a Jambo stick burner.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a Jambo guy. I do carry a drum with me. Every now and then I mess around on a gateway. And my trusty Weber kettle, man. That thing goes with
Weber
me
kettle,
everywhere I
man.
go. Yeah.
Do you use
So,
that for the tiger stripes for your hef chickens?
man, I don't tiger stripe my chickens, but I do use the Weber pretty much on every meat.
There you go.
Interesting. Like, are you
Small pro.
starting it on the Weber, or are you finishing
Yeah,
the sauce on the Weber?
pretty much setting sauce. Yeah, just
Yeah.
finish. Yeah, a little finish little grill action on there. Get a little extra flavor on stuff.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep.
I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, the Weber's a classic. Everybody should own one.
I agree.
No.
I agree. Yeah. If you guys ever see me driving around or driving into a contest, you'll see the Weber kettle upside down with the leg sticking up in the back of my truck. It never leaves the back of my truck, man. It's always there, even at home or even when I'm driving to the grocery
Yes,
store. It's still there.
he is always ready to throw down on the grill. I like it, man.
We're ready. Got to be ready.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So what? So you also own a butcher shop, correct? Butcher
Yes, sir.
shop and a little small restaurant kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's a full service butcher shop, and then we started doing some cooked meals as well. So yeah, we've got. I wouldn't call it a restaurant; it's more like a to go place. But it seems more and more we're becoming a restaurant. Just
Yeah.
people wanting,
You want that brisket,
people wanting
man?
barbecue and brisket and what have you. But yeah, actually, we started competition barbecue because of our shop. Um, we started to at a contest here locally, or close to my hometown. just as a We went to the contest just as a way to promote our butcher shop. We cooked a bunch of food. We have a lot of winter Texans down here that time of year, and we just wanted to cook some food, pass out some food, and give them a flyer, like to point them towards our store, man. And that's how we got into competition barbecue. Uh, I think that year that contest had like 150 teams, and we ended up getting a fifth place chicken call, and that's all it took, man. I was hook, line, and sinker after that. For sure.
The first call he gets, not brisket. No. It's chicken.
No, it was chicken. It was chicken. Yeah.
The devil's bird chicken every time, man.
Oh yeah, the devil's meat.
No, man. So you're renowned for your briskets, obviously. How long did you have to work on that recipe before it kind of like, honed in and started hitting for you?
Man, it's funny because that I told guys even today that brisket recipe is the same one pretty much that I've been running. I'm not going to say from when we started, but maybe a couple years in to when we started. It's still the same recipe today. I've messed around with it here and there, trying to make it better, but I always go back to that one, man, and that's what I predominantly run.
Do you modify it at all?
I do. I've tweaked it. Add a little more of this or a little less of that, or let's try this phosphate or that phosphate, or But like I said, please come back to the tried and true. Just because I know it works. It's been proven. And sometimes we try to reinvent the wheel in barbecue, man, and we don't need to reinvent the wheel. At the end of the day, it's barbecue. It's made to be simple. It's made, if you cook it right, it tastes somewhat good. Taste is subjective, right? So as long as you're in the middle of the road, and you nail your tenderness, chances are, you're going to do pretty well.
Right.
So that brisket's just it's just a brisket that we've cooked for a while now, and start off with a good piece of meat and cook it right. You'll be fine.
But you cooking Wagyus? Everybody cooking Wagyus down there? I mean, y'all have just amazing beef down there anywhere you look. So is that what you're cooking at comps or primes, or what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I cook Midland Meat Company Wagyus. It's I've been cooking those guys for about since 2017. I've been cooking those briskets. Midland Meat Company, if you've never heard of them, it's an outfit out of Midland, Texas. Owner there is named John Scarber. They raise their own cattle. They take it to slaughter, and they sell it out of their butcher shop. It's a I wouldn't say it's a huge operation, but it's definitely not a small operation either. But they have some of the best beef you're gonna find, and it's a Wagyu and Hereford cross.
Okay, so it's not Angus.
Wagyu and Hereford.
I feel like up here, like every other Wagyu farm we got is Wagyu crossbred with, I think, Black Angus. So
yeah. So his is a Hereford just because, through genetics and through time, they've found out that, West Texas is really hot during the summer, really dry. Yeah, so the Hereford is able to withstand some of that heat, not thin out as much in the summer when there's less to eat. So they've found that
it doesn't lose a lot of that marble.
Correct. Yeah. So it's definitely been a game changer for them in that aspect. So it's a good cross, man. It works. If look them up on their Instagram or their Facebook page, man. Midland Meat Company. You'll see all the pictures they got of the shop. It's a beautiful shop, and then the meat is great. Good stuff.
Do you carry them at your shop too, or is it just
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, you need to order it through them directly.
Through them directly.
Mm-hmm.
Got you,
and they'll ship anywhere. So
okay.
Yeah.
We'll check it out, man.
Yep.
I feel like with KCBS, I mean, there's 3 big ones that everybody pretty much hits.
Snake River,
yeah, and all them. But so you cook. I'm sure you cooked every brisket under the sun, and then you just always come back to the Midland.
Yeah, I mean it's been good to me, man. I've cooked primes, I've cooked snakes, I've cooked the A9s, Imperials. What else is there out there? Yeah, I've cooked a bunch of different ones, man. And they're all good. They're all good. to me, I'm used to cooking a Midland Meat Company brisket, and I know what I'm getting when I order one, and they
Mhm.
just produce for me. So
No, I mean, hey, cook what you know, man. Like I said, I know. So we recently switched to different ribs this year, and finally found one that I kind of want, Wichita ribs, and oh,
mhm.
once you find something you like, even though other people are hitting with other stuff, I mean, I feel like it's not as long as you get good quality meat, just cook that quality meat, and you'll figure out, the tricks to get it there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I got you, man. So, you're El Jefe of the renowned CBA. I mean, that's the big dog in Texas, right? So I'm sure you've cooked all the alphabet, right? I know you've cooked KCBS before.
Yeah.
You've IBCA, CBA. I know there's probably like 20 other alphabet letters in Texas, as big as y'all are with administration.
Yep.
But so have you kind of hung your hat up on KCBS and just you're purely? I mean, obviously you're president, so you're a CBA man now, or did you who created that? Did you help, or sorry, we're not as familiar up here with CBA.
Right. Yeah. No. So yeah, we created Champions Barbecue Alliance 3 years ago now. So we're 3 years and a couple months in. So we're still very new in what we're doing, right? But having cooked, me personally, having cooked, like you said, every alphabet under the sun, right? Any organization, you kind of see what you like about different organizations and the things you don't like, and then how can we make it better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when the opportunity arose to start Champions Barbecue Alliance, we went in with that mentality. Like, okay, as a cook, what do I want from an organization?
Mm-hmm.
And in Texas, we never had feedback. We never had results on if you finished, first or last. Here, if you finished 1 through 10, you knew where you finished, right? 11th through last place, you never knew
Mm-hmm.
because those results just weren't available in Texas. So when we did CBA, that was one of the things. Okay, we want to give more feedback. We want to be more transparent. We want cooks to have an idea of how they're doing week in and week out, so that they can improve their barbecue and improve their scores, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in hopes of getting them to keep coming back and cooking more events and what have you. So that was one of the things that we wanted to do. We also wanted to make it as fair as possible, right? Um, and what I mean by that is, how can we create a system that's taking everything into consideration? And our biggest thing was taking the human error element out of a lot of things. Um, is something as simple as a 9-key calculator, right? When they're
Mm-hmm.
tabulating scores, entering scores, if there's a simple miss of a finger, uh, a 6 becomes a 9, or vice versa. A 9 becomes a 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to take that whole deal out of it. So we went electronic. We did everything. Uh, we do everything on smartphones. All our taste judging is done on smartphones. We create a local
I
area
like
network
that.
at every contest, and so the taste judge is pushing buttons on a phone screen. It feeds into our server. At the end of the day, when we're ready to tabulate results, our event rep just hits a button, and it calculates all the scores for us. Super simple, super convenient. Of course, we've had our challenges, right? With anything electronic and data, and there's always challenges. But man, I think we've gotten it to a point where it runs really well, and it's been doing good so far. So those were the main things that we wanted to do, and of course, uh, what can we do to make barbecue better? Right? Is one of the key questions that we keep asking ourselves still to this day. What can we do to keep our customers happy? Who's our customers? It's the cooks, it's the promoters, it's anybody who comes to an event. Those are all our customers. How can we make this whole process better in hopes of making barbecue better, in hopes of making podcasts better, and the guys who sell rubs sell more rubs, and the guys who build pits sell more pits. It's a I think it's like a domino effect, right? If we can grow the sport, then it's good for everybody. It doesn't matter what acronym you're under or you cook.
Sure.
I think it's
Sure.
just good for the sport, man, and that's what we're about. We love this thing. We've been blessed by barbecue. We want to give back, and we want to continue growing it, and for the future generations. Um, and we're just here serving, man. Just serving our fellow barbecue brothers, and one day somebody will come up behind us and take over, and it's all good, right? So
that's right. But you're laying the bedrock down for the people after you to build upon. So
what's really
absolutely
funny, when we were at Sip and Swine 2 weekends ago, we did a bunch of post-cook interviews, and a bunch of the teams that we interviewed, we put that question to them: what would you do to make KCBS better? What would you do to make competition barbecue better? And so many of them did mention like some kind of electronic scoring metric or moving scoring over to an electronic medium. Like, we got that response out of a lot of teams.
Yep.
No, well, we had a guy or a team that we know at Sip and Swine. Actually, I don't know if I shared this with you, but he turned in chicken thighs, as his chicken turned in, and he got a comment on. He got bad scores on his chicken, but on his comment card, he goes, "The wings, something about the wings. It was a good trying something new, but they didn't turn out how you wanted them to, and he didn't cook wings."
He's like, I didn't cook wings, bro.
Like he challenged it with, and they're like, oh, can you hear me?
I'd hear you now.
I got you.
Oh yeah, sorry, buddy. Anyways, so he got me flustered now. No, but he was like, he didn't even cook wings. And like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Nothing at that point. There's nothing you could do. I feel like somebody got a different box. I know he was hot.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, yeah. And what recourse do you have if you've got a box shuffle?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Absolutely. But so, what is like? I mean, CBA. I've like, since we're doing Texas month here on the podcast, we always like to do themed months. And this month is obviously Texas. So Bill's, we had Bill on, now you. And I always hear such great things about the CBA. It's like the atmosphere, because KCBS now has gotten so professional. It's so serious now. I feel like, no one talks, no one hangs out. I hear nothing but good things. Like, it's like the old KCBS used to be, when everybody used to hang out and kind of, is that kind of the scene down there? Everybody got the big rigs or is everybody kind of hanging out, talking, having a good time? But then, when it's go time, you take it serious.
I think you have a little bit of everything, right? You definitely have those guys who are there to compete and be serious about it, but it is, it is a little bit of a different atmosphere. I think our awards are really more lively than any other awards contests out there. So we allow the cooks to pick their own walk-up music. So if you enter one of our contests, one of the that registration is going to be, what's your walk-up song? So if you get a call, we're going to play your song for you. So as you walk up, your song will be playing, then we call your team name, and it's gotten to the point where, man, I'll be driving around so's walk-up song, just because you get so used to hearing these songs, right? So it's gotten it's pretty fun. And that was one of the things that we also wanted to do, is how can we make this more fun? How can we get more engagement, more people excited about staying at awards or going to awards? And man, I think our cooks have taken to it very well. Now you go to an event that doesn't have music, and it's kind of like it's a little boring sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I agree, man. I agree. I love that, man. We got so the contest. So we're located near Nashville, Tennessee. Both of us are, and we have a contest coming up this weekend called Smoke on the Shore, run by a good friend Jason Cole. And at this contest is actually, I think, the only one. Yeah, he does the same thing. Everybody has a walk-up song, and I think it just adds, another element of excitement and whatnot to it. So I think that's a fantastic idea y'all had.
Yeah, is that the one Eric Cantrell helps with, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Eric was down here for our event, actually. Just man, he was a big help at our CBA event here in February. I know Eric. He's actually cooked with me one time at the KCBS Invitational.
Really?
Yeah, he helped me run boxes and was hanging around all day. I needed some help running boxes, so a good guy, man, for sure.
Man, I need to get him some bourbon and see if I can squeeze out some bourbon. See if he shoot any bourbon tricks off of.
He might have taken some notes. Who knows?
I would have been like click mental notes, click.
Right?
Click, click.
No,
I forgot my pen.
Yeah. So what's like the average like contest at CBA? Like what's the average amount of teams? You hear about some of these, contests, like you said, 150 teams, 50 teams, 60 teams. Like what's the average team down there?
I would say average is probably about 45 average. This
awesome.
past weekend, I was at a contest in Weatherford, Texas. There was 116 teams there.
Wow.
Yeah, so some of course are Austin Rodeo. We just had Austin Rodeo 2 weeks ago. That one had 226 teams. So yeah, there's some monster contests, right? Austin Rodeo is one of the bigger ones. So
is that under the CBA umbrella, like the rodeos, or is that under the Houston Rodeo? Are they affiliated with an organization, or is that just their own entity?
Yeah, Houston Rodeo is not. Houston Rodeo is an unsanctioned contest. They kind of run their own deal. But like Austin Rodeo, we do Austin Rodeo, and then we do a bunch of other rodeos, Humble Rodeo. So rodeo season is early in the year, too, usually January and February. So that's rodeo season, and so a lot of these big rodeos have contests before the rodeo. So
that makes sense. So it's funny that Houston Navy rodeos, because a lot of our contests, like you've been to like KCBS contests, like if it's not a standalone contest, it's always tied into like a fair or
it's like a fair or like a philanthropic event. There's like a charity.
There's always a philanthropic event going on. I mean, I feel like that's what the majority of the contests are for. But what's like the average like buy-in to a CBA contest? Is it standard, or is it kind of varies per contest or based on payouts, or?
Yeah, it kind of varies per contest. It's I would say average is probably about $200.
So about the same as the pro KCBS.
Yeah, it's you have some 150s, 175, 200. There's 250s. I guess it depends on how much the payout is. So the higher the payout, the more you're probably going to pay on entry.
Well, sure, man. And so the proteins, like I said, sorry, I'm hounding you on CBA, but like I said, a lot of our viewers, we don't ever see CBA, and we're pretty interested about it. So the proteins, you have obviously brisket, and then you chicken halves, correct?
You can do chicken halves, or you can do pieces, legs, thighs.
Really?
Basically, what our rule says. So the first year we started CBA, it was only chicken halves. After that first year, our board made a decision to open it up. So basically, our rule says chicken enough for 6 judges, no shredded or pulled. That's what our rule says. So as long as it's not shredded or pulled and you have enough for 6 judges, you can do whatever you want. You can still do the chicken half, or you can do thighs or legs or a combination or wings or. And at this point, we've pretty much we've pretty much seen it all at this point, man. We've seen half chickens with wings, or legs and thighs and wings, and all kinds of pieces. So, it's pretty fun.
But what hits? Is it still consistently like chicken halves? Is that primarily what people are running? Because like here, technically you can do chicken breast at KCBS, but you're not going to win.
Right. So, I think there's something to be said about a half, that you give a taste judge the option of them choosing what they want. Right? If they like breast meat, if they like breast meat, they'll go in at the breast. If they like dark meat, they'll go in the thigh, and you give them the options. I think if you're just doing thighs, well then that's all they can choose from, right? So to tell you that one is winning over the other, I really couldn't, because the only way we know what's winning is when guys post pictures, because we don't even know who's won. Like, we don't know whose box is what. So, all we know is the number on the box, and at the end of the day, we don't know if that box was first or 100th, and who it's tied to. So there's no way of us being able to tell at a contest, like, hey, this is so and so's box, or this is. So we really don't know unless people are posting pictures and saying, hey, first place chicken, and they put a picture of thighs or a
Right.
chicken half or whatever. So,
Right. Do y'all
but if
call
I had to
judges?
guess, yeah, just by looking at some of these pictures and stuff, I think chicken halves are still doing well. Although you do have pictures of thighs, that score high. I know Bill does a lot of thighs, and he does well with
He
the
can make it
thighs.
pretty
So,
thigh. He can make a pretty thigh,
oh
that's
yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
Do people quarter the halves down, or do they just go in the box as a half?
Yeah, whole chicken half in the box. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, good because they
Yes,
do
sir.
knife and fork, so
Correct.
everybody can take a bite out of that one half. Versus
Right.
we gotta have 6 individual pieces. They can do
Right.
as long as you have enough meat in there for 6 judges. Correct? Is 6 judges still?
6 judges. That is correct. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got you. What do you last question on CBA, then I promise we'll move on. But I figure since I had the president, I might as well hound you as much as I can or hit you with all the
Beat him
questions.
up.
Yeah, man. You
Take it out
may or
of
may
him.
not know one thing or two about it. But so with the CBA, the knife and fork thing, that's another thing that I'm kind of like interested. Like, how did that become standard versus because I mean, could you cook the alphabet? And I know it's gonna be hard for you to change the texture profiles between all the different organizations. Do you prefer the knife and fork, or did you like to see more of a tenderness game?
Right, where you're literally just
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know that I have a favorite. I think how you cook the different organizations is more prevalent there. Like for what we're doing, I think you need to cook more tender, just because most of these promoters are buying the cheapest plastic knives and plastic forks they can get. All right,
Robbing the
so
cafeterias.
yeah, man. So if you think they're gonna go in there and try to cut a tough piece of meat, it ain't gonna happen. So it better be tender.
Right.
you're breaking 5 plastic utensils per submission.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing. Like when I'm cooking KCBS, I know they're going to take that slice of brisket out of the box, so I need to make sure that slice holds together, right? So so
Right, absolutely.
yeah, it's just knowing where you're cooking and knowing how things are judged. I think that's where you need to make your adjustments. But yeah, definitely knife and fork. It better be tender, or you're not going to score.
I got you.
Nice.
All right.
Hey, man, I did want to switch gears real quick because I heard my man does fishing charters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I heard he is a captain, El Jefe, Fred Robles, right?
El Capitan.
Yeah, I was on the water this morning actually with LC Barbecue with Philip Breeden.
Oh man,
Yeah.
lucky charm.
Man, tell me,
We're
what
out
kind
there
of
fishing.
charters are you doing?
So I live by the coast, and we do just bay fishing. So we're in the lower
Like
Laguna
inshore?
Madre. It's inshore. So we're in a place called the lower Laguna Madre. It's a hyper saline body of water.
Yeah.
One of very few in the world. So it's our little
runs there?
paradise down here.
Speckles?
So you get speckled trout, redfish, flounder. Snook is actually showing up more and more now.
Okay.
But yeah, drum, and then you've got all kinds of other stuff. You've got amberjack and king and shark. But yeah, we mainly target. Yeah, we mainly target speckled trout and redfish. That's kind of what we go after day in day out.
All right, out of the two of them, which is your favorite to eat?
My favorite to eat is flounder.
Yeah,
I love flounder. Flounder and then speckled trout.
Yeah,
redfish.
So
my favorite to catch is redfish, just because they're fighters, man, and they feel good at the end of a line, right? But to eat, I'll take flounder or trout over redfish any day.
You ever tried blackening the redfish though?
Yeah.
Ooh.
My favorite way to do redfish is on the half shell, probably.
Yeah.
On the Weber kettle.
On the Weber kettle. That's why he keeps getting it back, man. So he just brings it from the boat to the Weber kettle, or you bring the kettle on the boat.
Man.
But
man, ready to go.
I love eating a blackened redfish on
I love redfish.
cooked on like a cast iron griddle.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Well, because we don't have
blackened.
like.
Most of the
Go
time,
ahead.
I do. I don't know if you guys are fans of ceviche.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So my wife and my daughter love ceviche, so we usually do ceviche.
I got you,
Yeah.
man. No, I love like and redfish is probably one of my favorite fish to eat because I mean up here like if we had like redfish or walleye or something like that, I would be more of a fisherman honestly. Just we have bass and catfish and crappie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean it's fine, but it's
Oh, dude,
like
I love it
I went to
all.
Canada and like walleye and like northern pikefish. I mean those are some fish. You know what I mean?
Crappie
Like
is pretty good
that's
eating too, man. I like crappie.
it
Dude, I
is
like
it
a
is.
brim. Like a
Yeah.
fried brim is
Yeah. I
up
just love
there for
walleye and
me.
redfish though, man. If I had that, I'd be more of a fisherman than a hunter.
What are you throwing at them? Do y'all run like Cajun Thunder bobbers or?
No, I predominantly fish with lures, artificial bait. So
Yeah,
we do a lot of popping cork. We do. Um,
yeah,
there's different brands out there. Really, it's just to make some noise. Just
yeah,
primarily
sure.
plastics. And I do a lot of fly fishing as well out on the
My
bay.
man.
So yeah,
That'd be
God,
that'd be
there's
fun, man. That's fun.
I love
that's
inshore fish on
personally
a.
if I'm going fishing for me, that's what I want to do. I want to be
No,
fly fishing. Yeah.
inshore on a fly rod is maybe one of the funnest things on earth. I love it.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Love it.
So tell us about the we talked about it a
This
little bit
week on
earlier.
Talking Fish.
Yeah, talking
Yeah.
fish, man. We're gonna change it up, man. We'll change it up from the barbecue to fish. I'm down with that sometime.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So tell us about your meat shop, man. Like what is your where's it located? What's your like most popular item you got?
Yeah, so we are in Harlingen, Texas.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
the Real Valley Meat Butcher Shop is at. Man, we offer a little bit of everything. We have all kinds of cuts from chicken, pork, and beef. Marinated fajitas, which is pretty common down here. Fajita
Mhm.
meat. So that's one of our best sellers. We make a couple different kinds of market made sausage that we make in house. Um,
Is the
burger
sausage
patties. I mean,
sensei? Is it
sorry.
the sausage sensei? Is he based out of Texas? I was always
He
thinking.
is. He's out of Austin though, which is north of me, about 5 hours north, 5 hours
Okay,
driving time. So yeah, um,
I got you, man. I love
he's
sausage.
he's
I love Texas sausages.
that's good stuff, man. Yeah, we make a fresh market sausage. It's not a smoked sausage, but we
Okay,
sell it fresh in our meat case. You can take it home and smoke it if you want, or just cook it over a grill.
sure,
Yep.
man. I'm so jealous of like I can just imagine. I want to go to Texas and do like a meat tour. I can just imagine like I can imagine just oh the meat butchers there. I would just like walk in and be like, oh, here we see the same basic stuff. Every besides Whole Foods. Whole Foods they can surprise you every once in a while, but
Every
I mean
now and then.
I can't afford that stuff. But
Yeah.
some of the high end the butchers like I told my wife like so when I turned 40 like I'm so obsessed with like the Texas craft barbecue scene. Uh, I definitely want to do a tour of all I love how everybody just down there just keeps it simple. It's more like a tailgating scene, nothing like too flat. I'm sure there's some big flashy ones. But
Yep.
I mean a lot of the ones you hear about it, like there's nothing too fancy about them, It's we're here, we have good food, come hang out and have a good time.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some good barbecue places down here, man. Central Texas is known for craft barbecue, and
Mhm.
man, there's definitely some good ones for sure.
I got you. Man, what let me tell me since you're a butcher guy, what's your opinion on Thor's hammer? Have you done it? That was the hottest trend for a while there. What's your opinion on it?
Man, I love selling them. It's
You're
a
like,
it's a
I'll sell
it's
whatever
a
they want
pretty
to buy.
yeah, it's a pretty inexpensive cut of meat for me. But once you French it, people want to pay more money for it. So man, the markup is good for me, and I'll sell them all day long.
So
It's
is it just a roast essentially?
It's a shank. It's a beef
Yeah.
shank is all it is, and
And
so
you sell
you
them
just
Frenched already?
yeah, we sell them Frenched. We sell them
Nice.
French, and then we tie them with butcher's twine around, just to make them look pretty. Yeah, people go pick them up, throw them on the smoker a few hours, put some Rio Valley meat Blanco and Perfecto on them,
There you
and
go.
there you go, there you go, a little plug there,
We're gonna get to that. We're getting to those.
and smoke them, and then wrap them in foil, or throw them in a pot with some carrots and onions and potatoes, and let it fall apart. Basically, it's a pretty easy cook, man.
I've seen them
So
all
you're
over like
doing it like
TikTok
a
and
braised
YouTube and
short
stuff.
rib.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy cook. So let it fall apart, throw it in a tortilla, and make some tacos out of it or something.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
No, buddy. Here's I want to hit you with a question that we hit. I mean, you're at the top of the food chain when it comes to barbecue. I mean, I think about everybody will agree with that. But
Not me.
Oh, shut up, Justin. No one asked you. Stay in the corner. No, but like when you think about barbecue success, like as a I mean, a man from Texas, one of the predominant, I won't say home of barbecue, but one of the predominant regions of barbecue. Who's on your meat Rushmore? Hit me with like your top 4.
Oh man, that's a hard question. If we're talking about the guys who have helped me along the way, that's
sure.
that's probably one group of guys, which you guys probably won't know any of them.
Shout them out.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that I guess you could say cut my teeth with, right? In learning the game and learning competition barbecue and what it's about. Predominantly live around me. Killer V Barbecue, Hector Villanueva is one of them. Him and his brother, great friends of mine. I met them through barbecue. They're my best. They're some of my best friends to this day. They were really helpful in not just barbecue, but in life in general. Hector's a pastor at a church, and he's just one of these guys that's just likable and always says the right things, and it's just he's an awesome friend. So, and he helped me in barbecue. So him, another guy named Cruz Tijerina, the Boot Company Barbecue, used to own a restaurant named the Boot Company, and uh, he was the one who pushed me. Like, hey, let's go here. Let's venture out 3 hours from home. Let's go 4 hours. Let's go a little further. And now we're cooking all over the United States, right? So he kind of opened those doors for me and helped me push me along the way. And then there's guys like Arnie Segovia. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Arnie Tex.
Yes.
He's got a bunch of videos on YouTube now. He used to be strictly a competition barbecue cooker. And I'm giving him a shout out because I think he paved the way for a lot of us through competition barbecue and the things he was doing. And of course, my boy Ernest Cervantes, Burnt Bean Company.
Burnt Bean Company, yeah.
Yeah, Ernest again, one of those trendsetters. Guys who paved the way for somebody like me. He opened the doors to my very first sponsorship, right? And then opened other doors through like with Smithfield when Smithfield was paying guys to represent their product. I was one of those guys, and I've gotten to meet a lot of people and been a lot of places with Ernest and cooked with him a bunch, and he's a good friend to this day. So definitely those guys. There's a bunch more, man, but guys I look up to and that I think have done well. There's a lot, but we'll cut it at that right now, man. But yeah, definitely Ernest, the Burnt Bean, and he's doing great things. If you do come down to Texas,
he's on my list.
You have to go to the Burnt Bean. You have to go to the Burnt Bean.
Yeah. Cotton just gave Burnt Bean a shout out.
Yeah, if Cotton likes it, he's got to be good. No, but I've heard, I've actually tried to reach out to Ernest. He's a busy man.
No, he is, man. He's one of those guys he's putting all the work in at that shop, right? He's there
right.
2, 3 a.m. Doesn't leave till they're done with the service the next day, and do it all over again, man. So I've seen him do it. So he talks the talk and walks the walk.
For sure. Is he the only? So I know Rodney Scott got a James Beard nominee, and Ernest picked one up last year, right?
So Ernest had a James Beard nomination last year for Texas. Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
this year he got a James Beard nomination for nationally as one of the best chefs. So
it's amazing, man. I love hearing like barbecue guys, get some love.
I think he was one or two barbecue guys that got nominated.
There's not many barbecue guys that pull that kind of weight, and like I said, Rodney Scott, obviously, shout out to Big Man. He does everything right up there in the Carolina style, but for Texas style, I mean, you got it like Ernest. He's killing it down there.
Oh yeah, man, it's good stuff. Sunday morning, if you do come down, go eat Sunday morning.
I'll do Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, whenever he's open, I'll be there if I can get in for sure.
Well, yeah, he's got a little bit of a different menu for brunch on Sundays. So within our culture, like there's certain foods that really nobody else outside of our culture eats, and he does a fusion between the Hispanic Tex-Mex stuff with barbecue, man, and it just works.
So I can get like some huevos rancheros or some chilaquiles
or
something.
Yeah, huevos rancheros. I was there last month. Went to go eat there on Sunday morning, and he had the huevos rancheros, which is a staple on his menu, and he had some smoked chicken chilaquiles.
Oh God, I love chilaquiles.
Yeah, and I had the smoked oxtails in a mole rojo sauce. That was just, man, it was insane, bro.
Does he do a proper mole? Does he do a proper mole? I'm sure he does.
Oh, he does his own mole. Yeah, he makes it. He gets the chilies, grinds them up. Man, he does everything from scratch. It's legit, man.
Mole, like I feel like the Hispanic culture is kind of like a roux down the Cajun country.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
It's like everybody has the best,
Mm-hmm. No, it's good stuff. But
it's so versatile too.
Absolutely. Say, I'm from Kentucky. The only thing we got is fried chicken and bourbon.
Yeah.
But everybody loves both of them. So it is what it is.
Man, I'll take some fried chicken and some barbecue. It's all good.
No man. So what are your goals for this year? So like you're president and you compete and you have a lot of stuff. So like what are your professional and competition goals this year?
Man, that's a good question. I think professionally we're trying to grow our brand, right? That's one of the reasons we're on the road right now. Trying to grow the Rio Valley barbecue brand. So that's big on our list. One of the things that we've been neglecting to do is, hitting up our social media harder. So I think that's on our to-do list as well. Is put out more content because that's where it's at right now, right? Everybody's on social media, and if you're not on social media, you're not growing. So that's definitely on our to-do list, and so professionally, those are the things we want to do as a barbecue competitor. I still want to be out there cooking contests, but there's probably going to be other things that take precedent to that, right? I am fishing a lot more now. That's a guaranteed paycheck any day I go out fishing.
Yeah,
it helps. Wrong.
I think he hit the Texas back roads.
He hit the T-Pain app.
Yeah.
Are
you there?
Can you hear us, Fred?
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Fred?
I got you.
All right, we're back. No, man.
All right.
No. I mean, I think you're gonna whatever you're gonna do professionally or competition. I know you're gonna nail them, man.
Yeah,
Hey, speak.
we're trying. Yeah, we're trying.
Do we lose him?
You there, Fred?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, buddy. Hey, let's skip on. Like I said, the last part of our show. Like I said, we always got to hit everybody with the Brothers Q Barbecue Supply Lightning Round.
Heck yeah. Let's roll into it.
Fred, can you hear us, buddy? Maybe not.
Maybe I can still see him.
Yeah.
Give him a sec.
Yeah, we'll give him a sec. Yeah, we'll give him a sec. He's frozen, but it's all good.
Let's go down there and hit him up on one of those charters.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Hey, there he is. Here's Fred.
Are y'all there?
Ooh.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, we're here, buddy guy. We're here, Ben.
All right, I'm gonna pull over. I'm on top of a hill right now, so.
They got hills in Texas? I know they had that. I thought it was just all flat as far as you can see.
No, there's plenty of hills.
Yeah, that's how you can see the hill so well.
Exactly.
You're looking at it for like 50 miles.
That's right.
That's
all right,
it.
You want to do the lightning round?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Fred, we're going to ask you just a couple questions, simple answers. Bing, bang, boom. Get you out of here.
Let's go. Let's do it.
What's your favorite thing to cook at home?
Ooh. Anything tacos, man.
Anything that goes in a tortilla?
Yeah, anything that goes in. The tortilla is the most versatile food vessel, right?
Tortillas and rice.
Put it in a tortilla, and it's a good vessel for anything, man. You can put fried chicken in a tortilla, and it'll be great.
Oh, so, yeah, I've put hibachi food in them before.
I'm down.
It's delicious. Down. What's your favorite category to comp?
Brisket.
Yeah, I figured that one was coming. Yeah. What's one thing you always have in your cook trailer, and you can't say thermopin or thermometer or anything like that?
Like like equipment wise, or
could be anything, man. Just let us know. You just can't do without
it. Man, I'm not gonna say I always have it, but I try to. Oatmeal cream pies.
Oh, Fat Deborah does things to me. Little Debbie's now Fat Deborah for me.
Yeah.
Hey man, what's one thing you know now that you wish you had known when you started doing comps?
Oh, great question. That the best barbecue doesn't always win.
Hey,
true story.
Solid advice.
All right.
And what is y'all's walk-up song?
It's the theme music to The Price is Right.
Ooh.
Hey, Fred, we took a page out of your book. You know what our walk-up song is going to be this weekend?
What's it?
Reading Rainbows.
Yeah.
Butterflies
awesome.
in the sky.
Yeah, sure.
I either wanted Reading Rainbow or Gasolina after we listened to it at Sip and Swine.
Oh, that's so good. We're too white for that though. Usually, man, they'd be like, "What are these gringos doing up here?" I don't know. It's a banger, but no, man.
It would only work if you guys were dancing to it.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, if you hear that song in a baseball game, that a dude's walking up to the plate and like
he's throwing some hammers.
Push the defense back. Push it back.
All right, he's gonna hit a bomb.
He's going yard.
Hey, let me hit the last question here, man. Like I said, I gotta ask every Texas cook this. What's your favorite barbecue restaurant in Texas?
Man, I think you guys already know. Burnt Bean.
Burnt Bean.
Hey, that was Bill's too, wasn't it?
Burnt Bean.
Hey, Fred, let me hit the last question here, man. Like I said, I gotta ask every Texas cook this. What's your favorite barbecue restaurant in Texas? Man, I think you guys already know. Burnt Bean.
Burnt Bean.
I think Bill
so.
said this. I think Bill said the same thing, man. That's so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's numero uno for my
Yeah,
list. Right there.
I think at this point he's on another level, man. There's a lot of great ones actually. But Burnt Bean with the stuff he's doing outside of barbecue that kind of ties into barbecue, he's just next level, man.
Have you
For
had
sure.
Goldies yet?
I have not. I haven't had Goldies. I've had buddies go to Goldies, and it's good
Hit or
barbecue.
miss. Yeah. Well, I feel like they came out. They almost came out of nowhere. Like just a bunch of guys. I watched kind of like the YouTube thing, and they just came out and they got the #1 on Texas Monthly, and now they're kicking ass.
Yeah, they're kind of an all-star team, man. That came together from a bunch of other barbecue joints, well-established barbecue joints, and kind of got together and did it. So,
That's awesome.
hats off to them, man. They got #1 on Texas Monthly, and another really good one that you need to try, which is probably my #2, is Truth Barbecue
Truth
in Houston. Yeah,
Okay.
solid.
I'm gonna write that
I was
down,
about to say,
man.
I'm sitting here typing them all down.
I'm gonna go see my my Mavs beat on the Rockets down there, so I'll have to go to Truth Barbecue.
There you go. Yes, sir.
No, man. Yes, sir. I'm a big Dallas Mavericks fan, man. I've been Mavs fan for years. I don't know.
I'm a big Dallas sports in general fan. A Rangers fan, a Mavericks fan, a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Dallas Stars.
Yeah. So I played college ball and every. I think every tall kid like Dirk Nowitzki and then Luka, and then I had a friend that went to my high school that he actually played for Dallas Mavericks. So
Nice.
Shout out G Buck, Greg Buckner. But no, man. So, do you have any shout outs you want to give? Anything
Sponsors
like that?
you
Like
want
I
to
said, we
mention?
appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man. You're on your way to the lay some. I know you got some new rubs out. You want to tell us about those real quick?
Yeah, so we've got the Rio Valley Meat Blanco rub and the Perfecto rub out. We're headed up to Dallas right now to the Ace Hardware show, and just rub elbows with some of those people up there, and hopefully something good comes out of it. But
Where
man,
can we
shout
find
out.
those at?
You can buy them through our website, RioValleyBBQ.com. Most of the barbecue stores have them. Big Papa Smokers has a Dyewood barbecue store. The barbecue store in Hempstead has it. Most of the big barbecue stores out there online are going to have it. Or you can just go to bbqspot.com, and they have mine and a whole bunch of others on that website as well. So,
Fantastic,
man, go out and try it, man. Our Blanco rub is, man. I might be a little I might be a little biased towards it, but it's just a rub that works, man. It's just your good salt, pepper, onion, garlic. It goes on anything. Great on all things barbecue, on steaks. Great on French fries and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Do you
too,
use
man.
it on brisket, Fred? Do you
I
put it
do.
on your own brisket? Is that one of your rubs on your brisket?
Two of the rubs on my brisket are my rubs, yeah, and there's only one other rub that goes on my brisket.
Well, hey, there you go, guys, man. I got you 2/3 of the way there.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
And also, it looks like Perfecto is available on Amazon.
Yep. Yeah, you can get it on both of them on Amazon or Walmart.com. All those, man, anywhere you can buy stuff, you can probably a quick Google search will tell you where they're all at.
Houston, when we come out with one, I want ours to be carried primarily through Dollar Store and Dollar General because that's everywhere here.
Man.
We're gonna break into the Dollar Store barbecue market. It's
there you go.
And for the rednecks in us, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get there.
The Dollar General across the street from the other Dollar General.
Is that the way they are up there too? We have a bunch of those down here.
Dude, if you're in the middle of nowhere, you'll see cows, corn, and a Dollar General. That's
pretty much.
Here, man.
Pretty much.
Dude, Fred, thank you so much. I know you're a busy man. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to come on my show. Thank you so much again, and you're a pleasure to have on the show, and definitely a guy that we look up to and doing some monster things in the barbecue world.
Thank you, guys, for the invite, man. Thank you for the invite, and pleasure to be here with you guys, man. Hopefully, we can do it again sometime.
I
Absolutely.
hope so.
I hope to meet you one day,
back.
man. Absolutely. Can't wait to make it down to Texas sometime. But dude,
Yes,
stay travels, and hope you sell out, man. Hope you make some big noise down there.
You got it, brother. Sounds good, guys.
See you guys.
Get 'em.
See you, buddy.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Man, what a rock star, dude.
That was awesome.
Dude, I mean, we got Bill Purvis and then Fred, Robles. I mean, he just 1-2 in the Texas world, man. He's you can't beat the guy.
I'm going to pray for your immortal soul for whatever you had to do to get the guest lineup for this month.
I mean, there may or may not have been favors offered. Who knows? I don't know. It's kind of like, dude. No, I mean, we landed some bangers. We landed like nothing but bangers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. We got him, and then like I said,
Big Bill.
Oh, it was fun, man. It was a good time. He like I said, I appreciate it, even though he was busy, on the road heading up there to the Ace Hardware thing. He still took time out to be with us, man. But dude, speaking, so I forgot to talk to you about it. I do want to say something that's kind of like I saw in the news. I should save it for next week, but I can't. Dude, you see the Jake Paul Tyson fight that's gonna be on Netflix?
Oh my god. Yes.
It is so preposterous that he's gonna be able to tag in his brother to 2-on-1. I can't wait to see his ass get knocked out. Like, I want to see his soul leave his body with that left hook.
Do you know what though? I had that thought at first, and then the more I think about it, though, to me it's no more of a sham than any of the Floyd Mayweather fights that have happened in the last 5 years.
Oh my god, that Pacquiao fight was so, you could just tell neither one of them were into it. They're there for the money.
It was 10 years later than it should have been. The Conor McGregor fight was largely pointless. The Canelo Alvarez fight wasn't even that great.
But we still paid to see it.
There's just not that much at the top bill of boxing right now that is that terribly interesting, and it's unfortunate.
And I'm so tired to see Jake Paul getting this money. It hurts me. Sorry, Jake Paul fans. He sucks.
Look, I mean, do I think that there's an aspect of him where he is a legitimate fighter? Yes. Like he has some measure of talent. Like I wouldn't box him. But
no, I mean, not a street fight level, but as a professional boxer, what he's trying to do. I mean, he's like the MTV of boxing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all scripted.
Well, no, I mean, to me, he is what his original product was as to boxing. He is like a corny YouTube influencer with boxing gloves on now.
He's the Island Boys of boxing, in my opinion.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, and I mean, like, do I think that he has put in an immense amount of work to train for boxing to get to the level that he's at? Sure, absolutely. But does that make me interested in watching his fights, particularly against a former heavyweight world champion that is like knocking on the door of Social Security eligibility? Like,
I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time. That dude has like a soul shaker punch. Like, right. I mean, like Tyson in his prime, I'll put him against anybody.
Nobody had ever seen anything like it. Like coming out there with like no socks on and knocking dudes out in the first round.
Nasty.
Like it was crazy.
Just nasty.
But no, I mean, will I watch some of the highlights that end up online? Sure. Am I going to buy that fight? Absolutely not.
Is it buy? I thought it was on Netflix. Are they doing pay-per-view?
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
I don't know. I have Netflix.
Not. If it's on Netflix, I'll watch it. I'm praying to God that he gets his ass knocked out. That alone would be worth the annual subscription to Netflix.
No, I'll play Jake Paul versus Tyson, the drinking game. I'm sure we can come up with some rules.
Well, anybody's watching the show right now, if you can come up with a Jake Paul Tyson drinking game, PM me, and we'll if you get a good one, we'll give you something. We'll make it worth your while.
I was about to say, we'll put some prize package together.
Oh, 100%. No, man, but so we got Smoke on the Shore. I am stoked for that. You got the hat on, I see.
Wore it tonight. Oh, where's my camera? There it is.
It looks good, man. It looks good. No, man, I am so excited for it. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully we can repeat last year, do a little bit better. Third overall is good, but I want, second or first. And whatever we do, we just got to beat Norell's ass. Suck it, Norella.
Yeah, take that, HA.
Yeah. No.
Do you want to remind them to like and subscribe? We had one more guest that wanted to come on tonight. Hey.
Uh-oh. Mine's asleep. My son's asleep.
Hanky Bear. I think he's gone back to Minecraft.
Fair enough. That's more important, man. That's more important.
Oh, here you go.
What's up? Oh.
Hey, you got to talk in here. You want to tell everybody to like and subscribe?
That's right, like and
Look
subscribe.
You better.
You better.
All right.
That's right, everybody, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. We can't do this without you guys. I mean, I guess we could, but it wouldn't be as fun. I
mean, it'd just be me and you doing the same shit we always do. Talking about barbecue.
Absolutely, man. So who we got, man? We continuing next week with a big personality in Texas barbecue. I'll be announcing that coming up here soon.
I'm excited.
Should be a good time, man. Should be a good time. Make sure you guys stay tuned. And as we celebrate the wonderful state of Texas when it comes to barbecue, man. But shout out to Brothers Q Barbecue Supply. Make sure for all your barbecue supply needs, you check out Brothers Q Barbecue Supply.
Check out Springer Mountain Chicken too.
Springer Mountain Chicken. I suck it. I gotta get used to this, man. We check out Springer Mountain Chicken as well. But all right, man. Well, until next time, when it comes to barbecue, make sure you're always right on cue.
Right on cue.
All right. See you guys.
That's all, folks.